Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. We record these interviews so potential buyers have more information about the seller and the business to help them make a buying decision. Before we dive in, let's go over a brief summary of this business. It's for an Amazon FBA business created in July of 2017 in the jewelry niche. The average monthly revenue for the business is $131,317 and makes an average of $18,247 per month in net profit. The assets included in the sale are primary branded domain, including all site content and files, an Amazon Seller Central account with 88 SKUs, trademark, employer relationships, supplier relationships, an email list with 300 subscribers, social media accounts, which include Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And just as a disclaimer, inventory isn't usually included in the list price, but further details can be provided to unlockers who schedule a call with the seller. So for everyone listening, you can visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing 58188 to learn more about the business, or you can unlock this listing to start your due diligence if you're interested in purchasing this asset. So that's a brief overview of the business for sale. Let's hear from the seller with me today. So welcome to the show, sir, and how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks.
Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to learning more about you and your business. So to start us off, can you tell us a little bit about your background in building and running online businesses?
So I started Amazon Arbitrage business in around 2015, and we were doing pretty well in that. And then we wanted to diversify, and the profit margins were not that great in the arbitrage business. And then we switched to Amazon private label. There were a lot of failures initially, but since 2017, we have been running this brand and we have been doing pretty well.
Very nice. I don't often hear of somebody who transitioned from arbitrage to private label, so it's cool to hear about that world. So when you did enter the private label scene, why did you choose this niche?
This actually came out of my wife's idea. She was having a problem in this particular niche to find products, especially like the quality products in this niche. And she was the one who actually sourced and started, who got the ball rolling. And we sourced one or two items in this niche and it started selling really well. And it was better product than in the market. And we did really well. And then that's how we got started in this niche.
Awesome. So it's been about 5 years now that you've had this business. So why are you deciding to sell the business now instead of keeping it and growing it?
My wife has been helping me in the sourcing area, but we just had a baby like a month ago.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. At the same time, I got a job offer and I'm in the phase of transitioning to that job. I think I might not be able to give as much effort and focus to this business as I would like to. I'm hoping that somebody who will acquire the business can nurture and grow this business. So that's the reason why I'm trying to sell this business.
Completely understandable. So over the course of the 5 years, what is something you learned from building this business that just seemed to work?
What we initially did was we tried not just product in that niche, but we tried other products in different niches. And when we did that, the other products actually didn't do very well. But when we started launching additional products in that same niche, we had multiple orders from the same customer and we were able to create like a brand loyalty. So that's one learning. And the other learning is when we launched the product, we're not as aggressive as we would have liked in the earlier days. So we had a lot of product failures, launch failures, but nowadays we are more aggressive when we are launching. Like we do influencer outreach and also run some Google ads just to get the visibility for that product. And that has helped us a lot recently.
Awesome. With your examples, there were things that worked and things that didn't work. Was there anything else that didn't work that you tried? Like you mentioned launching certain types of products.
Right, exactly. We tried like products outside of that niche, and it was very hard to get the traction for those products. But we actually tried to launch other products in the niche that we are currently in. They just took off. Maybe it was because of the brand loyalty, or maybe because it was Amazon customers were recognizing us as a brand in that niche. But things have gotten well for us in that niche.
Yeah, it seems like it. Okay, great. So, can you describe the amount and the type of work that you do now on this business for maintenance?
What I try to do is, I always try to improve the listings, and for that, I use either Fiverr or Upwork. So that's a continuous process. So every now and then, I just look at the listings, and whichever listings doesn't have a very good conversion, I just try to improve it as best as I can. And as far as inventory management, we actually like try to have as much products directly shipped, inspected and shipped to Amazon warehouses, so we don't have to touch it. But because of these inventory restrictions, we had to have a small warehouse where I send the products to Amazon like on a bi-weekly basis. And I have a VA who handles the ad part of the business. And my wife spends like maybe 3 or 4 hours a week trying to find new products in this specific niche. She's better than me.
Got it. Very cool. So, let's see. If you were to keep the business, what are some ways that you would try to grow it?
Just recently, what we have done is launched a website. Actually, we had that website for about a year, but we revamped the website completely in the last 2 months. Like we have indexed on around like 1,000 keywords relevant to that niche, and we are ranked on the first page for like a lot of high volume keywords in that niche. I think there is a huge potential to grow this outside of Amazon, like build an independent brand for this product. And what I've also seen is that there is actually not a recognizable brand in this niche. So there is a huge potential to build a very recognizable brand in this niche. Somebody who is very digitally savvy can definitely make this a billion-dollar brand.
Yeah, very nice. It definitely, you mentioned something about the supply chain issues and now you having to store inventory. Yeah, being less reliant on Amazon is definitely seen as more of an important thing these days. So that's good to hear as an opportunity. But of course, with any opportunity comes risks. What do you think are the biggest risks with this business that a buyer should be aware of?
I think one of the risks that we have had in the last year was the inventory limits that Amazon placed on us, which was all of a sudden at the middle of the year. And while we were doing very well, we could not send as much inventory as we wanted. And that also affected our profit margins. And the other risk is I recently hired a VA to do Amazon ads. I think you have to watch the Amazon ads part as well, because while you can grow the business through Amazon ads, but you also have to optimize it. And there is some room for optimization in our Amazon ads. So we have to watch out for ad cost very closely. And there are some supply chain issues, like you said. The shipping costs have gone high or way up. Like it's almost taking 3 months to get the stuff delivered to warehouses at some instances.
Yep. So maybe somebody who's working with a 3PL domestically, that could be a way to mitigate the inventory management risk. Okay, great. So to wrap this up with a few housekeeping questions, how much support are you willing to offer a new buyer?
I'm willing to provide a 3 months chat, phone call, whatever it needs to be to make sure that they transition smoothly.
Okay, great. And yeah, the default's 30 days typically. So awesome to hear that could be longer.
Right.
Great. All right. Next question is, would you commit to a non-compete?
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. And are you open to something like an earnout?
Yes.
Great. And putting yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why do you think this is a business worth buying?
Like I said before, like there's a huge opportunity to create a brand in this niche. And there are like a lot of repeat buyers. Just based off of like a few revamps, we have been getting a lot of like organic search as well as like visitors to our website. So there is a huge opportunity to build a brand in this niche, as well as the market for this niche is huge. Somebody who has all the tools to grow the online business can definitely make this into a huge business.
Yeah, very nice. All right. And last question. Is there anything you'd like to add that you think I might have missed during the interview?
I think we covered everything.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, I think this is the perfect spot then to wrap this up. So, Suren, thank you so much for sharing your story and joining us on today's episode. And yeah, I hope your business is purchased in the near future and by the right buyer.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this listing has already been sold, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing number 58188. If you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. And once you've unlocked this listing, you'll be given everything you need to know about this business. So until next time, enjoy your digital journey.